We don't know what a kid goes home to daily.
There is so much that they're exposed to now that we weren't 15, 20 years ago.
You see bullying taking place all over the place and you can't get away from it.
There's so much pressure on kids nowadays.
It's really hard being a high schooler.
It's really hard just to not let other people, like, what they say affect you.
Like, I have friends that cry all the time because somebody said something on Facebook or something like that.
There's like all kinds of different cliques. You can't really expect to fit in with everybody else.
Last year we were faced with a lot of different adversity, a lot of different things that our kids had to go through.
And I remember thinking, you got one shot to get it right.
You know, we as a community needed to address some of the things that were going on with our kiddos.
Success Foundation stepped in and helped and said, you know, we can help you.
You know, all kids are reachable. You just gotta find that in, you know.
I read the book Success for Teens over the summer, and I was really uplifted by that.
Success for Teens gives us things we can use to help our kids deal with certain things that's going on in their life these days.
The Success for Teen books is really about a group of people, not only boys and girls, talking about their mistakes in life and how we should learn from their mistakes and be successful as a teen.
It's kind of like a survival guide, basically. I thought it'd be pretty boring, I guess, at first, but it's a pretty good book.
Well, I've believed it was gonna be one of those really cliche things. It's not like that. It's just saying you shouldn't let people put you down for being all you can be, doing what you like to do.
I think it would help some kids a lot if they really tried and listened a little bit.
Hopefully people will take it seriously, because I really think it could help a lot of people.
You know, whenever we talked about it to the teachers, it wasn't until we gave each of them a copy and said, read the book. That's when they understood, wow, this is a good book. It's easy, it's simple, it's straightforward.
Any tools that we have that can empower our students, I think we have to go for it.
The kids themselves are showing us that even though we had the sayings in the hall and we were doing all those things already, and it just wasn't enough.
The hope is that kids hear, listen, and understand the message that anything is possible. There is no failure that is too big to overcome, because we can stand on a stage or we can stand in front of a classroom all day long and articulate those messages to our kids. But if they see it in a book and it's something they can take with them, it's something tangible to hang on to, they can look at night or in the evenings or with their parents, that was huge.
I don't always think math and English and science and social studies are the first things that we have to take care of. We got to take care of that kid first. If they're okay, then they can learn that stuff. But taking care of the kid's number one.
I just want students to realize their true potential. I want them to be motivated by some of the stories that they're seeing in those books of other teens sharing their experiences. And I want them to just go beyond what they think is their potential.
A lot of the stuff makes a lot of sense.
The title explains Success for Teens, and I need that help because sometimes I don't always feel like I can talk to an adult, even though I should. And I definitely think the parents should start reading it too, because then they won't be afraid to ask questions to their teens.
It's a really easy read. It's not overwhelming, and the lessons are easy to understand, and we're having fun with it.
I really like the book. I think it's really cool. It's telling you how you're gonna have problems in life, but there's no reason for you to let your dreams go or anything.
They've embraced it as a celebration of life, a celebration of a new attitude, a celebration of coming together, and that we're all a family. And we have run with that theme because the kids are the ones that decided which direction to take this.
I think the incidence since we've started Success for Teens has been down as far as the negative things, and we've seen a lot more positive things out of our kids.
I've had kids come to me and talk to me about certain instances where they have used some of the knowledge that they've gained from the books, and I just see a change in them.
It's given me a few pointers, I ain't gonna deny that. I mean, it helps me know that I need to maintain a healthy lifestyle, I guess, on my schoolwork and also home life. I want to maintain like a stable, balanced relationship with my parents.
Patrick is one of the primary examples of the success of this program. When I talked to him at the beginning of the year, he had a tremendous amount of problems. He was unmotivated. He really didn't care too much about anything that was going on as far as educational-wise or even socially. Now you can see it on his face. He's really taking this project to heart, and it's tremendous to see the change that this project has had in his life so quickly.
Success for Teens book has given me tips on how to be successful. Taking little steps towards what I want will make a huge difference. I've been working on my grades a lot and been trying to get them back up to where they need to be.
You know, that's a reason that I'm so happy that we are part of this project, simply because if we can change 1 or 2 kids' lives like that, it's so worth it.
It's just little lessons in really self-esteem, if nothing else, that I just want them to remember.
There was one chapter that talked about someday never comes. It means that if you say someday I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna have everything in the world and you just sit around and do nothing, then you're not gonna get anywhere. But if you take a step and do something, then you will get there.
I used to cuss a lot at my house, and I stopped doing that because I knew it was bad.
The little lessons in the book, like attitude is everything, has helped me with dealing with everything that's going on in my life, and I feel like a weight has been taken off my shoulders. There's this line that I remember about it where it says that there's no such thing as failure. In order for you to have success, you've got to fail, and I think it's true. I never thought about it that way before.
I've seen a real transformation in some of our students. Daisy's the perfect example. Daisy started off in the year, she had a really tough exterior, was mean-spirited towards certain people, talked back to her teachers. So she was kind of a frequent flyer in my office.
I had really bad behavior issues. Like, I would literally be in Miss Franklin's office every day.
I saw her softening throughout the year, and she thinks about what she's going to say before she talks to people. She's self-reflective, she's polite, she doesn't talk back to people. And so I really saw a real transformation in Daisy.
Well, it made me think of things differently, like big time. To the people that think that this book is cheesy and all that, it's not that. I think they should really read the book. It would really change their lives. If it changed mine, I'm pretty sure it would change theirs too.
You can change, that one student's life. You can change multiple kids' lives by giving them information that they may not have received. This may be the thing they go home and think about in that dark room when they're by themselves, and it could change, which way they want to take their life.
It's an organized structure that the kids see at the first of every week, and it reminds them of these lessons in life. It reminds them how to handle situations. It reminds them how to treat other people. It reminds them themselves how to react.
It gives us a device or a vehicle to start to instill some of that character and some of those thoughts that we want to get into our kids. And in this particular program, actually, it puts it at our fingertips. It makes it quick. We can get it to them. We can go on about all the things that the state requires us to do, and still do some character education and work with kids and get them pointed in the right direction.
It's obviously been an incredible experience for our students, but not only our students, but our staff. It's even moved beyond into the community with parents. I have parents coming back saying, hey, do you have an extra copy? Or this has been fantastic to talk about at home, or thank you for showing me how to start this conversation.
I think the Success for Teens book is something everyone should read.
You really have to read it too. You can't just skim it. It's a good book, and once you start reading it, it's a little hard to stop.
It was a learning experience. It made you look in someone else's point of view.
I think it was definitely worthwhile. We're seeing fewer write-ups, referrals. Kids are making better grades, less bullying, less fighting on our campus. So it definitely had the impact that we were hoping for. And this is only the first year.
This program is great. I think we should have something like this in every school, because these things are what real education is about. I didn't get to go through a program like this when I was in high school. And luckily I made some right decisions, but it could have easily went the other way.
Everybody, they kind of put the brakes on when you start talking about taking up class time. And once they've started working on it a little bit and see what it is and how the kids are responding to it, they see that the time spent is well worth it.
This has just been emotional, and profound. It's a part of our value system now in Lake Dallas ISD. Success for Teens is something that I will personally support and endorse for the rest of my life. If there's an organization at all wondering, how do I help a community? Or how do I help kids? This is it.